Sure, sure, no problem. Yep. Hello, everyone. Myself, Advocate Samata Joshi. So I have been practicing into IPR as well as for the corporate since, let's say, for 9 plus of years of experience. And now I'm fortunate enough that I'm able to follow my passion, that is teaching. I have always liked to teach a lot. So now I'm focusing on my career as well as I'm focusing on my passion also. So I'm fortunate enough that I'm doing both the things, right? And of course, in this session I'll try to give you as much as inputs and as much as knowledge that I have in regards with the GI. Yes, so hopefully this session becomes an insightful knowledge for you on in regards with the geographical indications, or we might say the GI tags. Yes, and yes, let's start with the session. Yes, Ria, shall we? Yes, chalo. I'll try to make it as much as interactive and also understandable to you. Okay, just give me a moment. Hope the slide is visible and I'm audible properly to everyone. Yes, is it? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. And I'll be popping up with certain questions. Yes, Shrishti, you need to say something. Yes, yes, Shrishti, you need to say something to ask.
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, no worries. Okay, and am I audible properly? Yes, and I'll be popping up certain questions. I know it's a Saturday afternoon, I understand, but yes, I'll popping up with certain questions and I require certain answers from you as well. And I'll do one thing. At the end of the session, I'll just have 5-10 minutes for you to have, if you have any Q and A's about the session or about the topic or whatever, we will solve those all in that last 10 minutes. Okay, is that fine for everyone? Chalega? Yeah. Okay, okay, chalo, great. And even if I'm little faster, just let me know. I'll slow a little bit, okay? Because understanding is important. Okay, chalo, let's start with the session then. Yeah, yes. So our today's session topic is particularly on GI. So, before starting with the concept of GI, I would like to tell you that this is one of the important part of IPR. Okay, so what is IPR? IPRs are intellectual property rights, and in that intellectual property rights, there are several acts covered. Okay, and one of this act is GI, that is also known as geographical indications, which is known as geographical indications. So right now we are just seeing a brief of what exactly GI is, and also it is an important part of IPR also, that is an intellectual property rights also. Yes, so we are just seeing this a small act. There are several acts covered in IPR. One of the act is a geographical indication. Other is industrial. Designs act है. उसके बाद में we have a trade dress, that is trade secrets also. Then we have trademark, patent, and copyright act. So among the several, we are going to look after, or we are going to see geographical indications. Chalo. So, what is geographical indication? So, always understand whenever we say certain thing, that name says everything for itself. Okay, that name indicates everything for itself. What do we mean by geography or indication? Anything which is located in the location or that particular territory, okay, or that particular origin, that is geography. Yes, area, we might say a particular territory or particular area we might conclude as a geography. Yes, so indications means what? Uh, Anyone wanted to say something? Yeah? No? Okay. Indications means what? It is identifying of that particular origin. It is identified as that particular origin. So when we are talking all those things, we are talking about what? Any product. Okay, we are talking about any product, any goods that possess, or those who have any product or any good who has or who possess a territorial attributes, or a specific, indicates of specific origin, specific area. Okay, it has all the qualities of that origin or that area or that territory. Then such all products can be covered under GI or under geographical indications. So whoever or whichever rather product will have any essence or attributes of that particular origin, particular area, then such products will be known as geographical products, or the goods of that origin or of that area, or they are having the essence of that particular area. And so when I'm saying area, territory, why I'm not using a particular area or particular territory? Because goods can be of or any product can be of any particular territory or particular area, right? So generalizing the definition, when we are talking about that particular good or particular product, will have the essence or the attributes of that particular territory, area, origin, then such product will come up as a geographical product or the goods. And whenever we are having such product or such good, we have to have a GI tag, that is geographical indication tag, to that particular product or particular goods. So let's see certain example of GIs, and I need certain examples from your side as well. Okay, so let's take, I'll give you a one of the example. So hope you all know about Kolhapuri chappals. Yes. So that belongs to Kolhapur. Okay. So let's say if they are being GI'd for Kolhapur, Kolhapuri chappals, then I have Agre ka petha as well. Okay. Then I have Paithani saris, which are from originated from Paithan. That is one of the area in Maharashtra near Nasik it is. Okay. So these are the few examples that I might say who have GI tags. Okay, now can you, so in this we have covered wide range. So we will come up what all types of goods or products that should be covered under GI. Okay, but before that, can we have certain examples for GI tag from any one of you? Yes, yes, anyone?
CCD, ma'am. Chikmagalur.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Darjeeling
CCD.
tea is a very renowned case, as well as a very important, what we might say, aspect of GI. Kolkata Rasgulla, yes, again we will be discussing that.
Ma'am,
Just a minute, sir. We will be discussing that case. Yes, then it was Alfonso Mango. Okay, Assam tea, again a case. Yes, Prajwal, then Mrutyunjay, we can come over to you. Yes, Prajwal, we were saying
ma'am,
something.
Mithila Makhana.
CCD, ma'am.
So,
Cafe Coffee
Mithila,
Day.
he's saying, Prajwal is saying what, sir?
CCD, ma'am. Cafe Coffee Day.
Cafe Coffee Day. It's originated where, sir?
Chikmagalur.
Oh, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you for this. Actually, I was also unaware about it. Thank you. Yes, Mrutunjay, you were asking something. You are saying something. Sorry.
Ye- yes, ma'am. Mithila Makhana.
Mithila Makhanas. Yes, they are very. Yes, they have GI tags. Yes, they do have. Yes, then they were sari of Chanderi. Okay. Kashmir Kawa. Okay. Okay, this is terracotta craft of Bankura. Okay. Acha, so when we are talking about Kashmiri Kawa, I have an question. So what about the apples? Apple belongs to Kashmir या फिर Shimla, Salon,
And
Kashmir.
Himachal.
Nainital? Yes. Yeah, Indra, you are saying something? Yeah, Indra.
Yes, ma'am. I was saying that apples of Himachal also will be there.
Yes, but GI tag is where? Can anyone tell me? So again, there was a fight, huh? Yes, Pashmina of Kashmir. Yes, Pashmina of Kashmir. Can it be? Yes. Okay. Huh. Yeah. So let me tell you, apples from Himachal. Yes, Shimla Salon. They are GI tag from there. Okay. Acha. Kesher from Kashmir. Saffron. Can it be? Spices of Kerala. Yes. Yes. Nagpuri orange. Yes. Punjabi jutis. Yes. Nice. Yes. Yes. Anything else? Anything else? Handicrafts from Rajasthan. Puneri. Ah, Pagdi. Yes. Basmati rice. Still the fight is going on, or it has been solved? Patent. Solapuri chadar. Yes. Yes. Banarasi saris. Yes. Nainital GI tag. Yeah, they have. I wish Mumbai's vada pav or misal pav could have the GI tag. I wish. I wish. Kolhapuri sas. Okay. 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 Mysore Pak. Yes, I was waiting for this. It is. Bangalore. Yeah. Yes. It is. Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Oh, oh. Okay. Jhapa. Yes, it is. Yes. Yes. Assami Jhapa. Yes. Allahabadi guavas. Okay. Guavas are from there. Okay. Good. Okay. Honey from where, Indira? Honey from where? Kolkata. Okay. Okay. Sundarban. Yes. Hapus from Devgad. Yes. Crafts from Bihar. Yes. Bihar has a lychee plantation also. You know that a lot of lychee plantation has been there. Is been rather the lychee is more grown in Bihar and UP side. They have even the dates. Even the dates. Yes. Okay. Someone raised the hand. Terracotta crafts. Yes. Someone raised hands. Yes. Strawberries from where? Yes, Imran. Strawberries from where? Yes, from Mahabaleshwar. Yes. Yes. Silk Assam. Yes. Jute from. So I'll share one thing from you, with you rather. Sorry. There was what is this, Kiran? I could not get this. I could not get this. Chapa of CG. Chhattisgarh, you're asking. Sorry, Chhattisgarh, you're telling. Yes. Okay. Bodo. What? Kiran, I could not get that. What you have said, I could not get that. Dates from Dubai. Okay. Scotch from? Scotch from? Scotch? Whiskey?
Scotland.
Yeah. Whiskey? Yes, it is from Russia. Yes. 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 Okay. So I'll share one insight or one thing that I have. Even so, one more thing. It is a rice powder. Okay. Okay. It is a rice powder flavored with garlic ginger. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll just search for this, Kiran. I'll search for this. Afghan. So date from Afghan or date from Dubai? Tarkashi work of Orissa. Okay. Afghan. Okay. This is what? Oh, this is a different type of rice. Completely brown rice or something, Indra? How it is?
No, ma'am. It is a very scented rice, small,
Oh,
small, but white in color.
Oh, so in that case of we can take jasmine rice as well. Jasmine rice.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, jasmine rice can also be there in this race then. Okay, so two things that I would like to ask. The um, craft or handicrafts of Kutch, one, whether they are GI'd, and second, I would like to tell you is this many years, do we all know about lakh bangles? लाख की चूड़ियां जो कहते हैं हम, लाख bangles. Yeah, you have said, Nancy. Oh, I would have missed it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I would have missed it. You have said? Okay. Chalo. So, lakh bangles. So, till this so many years, it was believed, and this attracts the Article 23 of TRIPS agreement, that it was been assumed that lakh bangles are from Rajasthan, and they are actually not from Rajasthan. The GI tag is got to whom? Nancy, can you tell me who has received the GI tag now? No, not Jaipur. It is Assam. Assam has received the GI tag. Yeah, even I was under the same impression that it belongs to the Rajasthan area, or the that proper area, but it is not that. It is the GI tag has got. So there were the differences between them. There was the recent case, and they have got the GI tag for the lakh bangles, the lakh chudiyan, what we say, that we say. Yes, so that was one. And what about, yeah, even even so there was a what we might say a conference type of thing happening in happening over there, and before that only they received the GI for lakh chudiyans. So even I was surprised, and I was under impression कि ये वहीं का है, यही हो रहा था इतने दिन, and it is not surprisingly. So yes, चलेगा. Okay, चलो. And also uh, the work, the Kutchi work from the Kutch side is also been GI tagged from there. And one more, Kerry of Kutch. Kerry of Kutch, proper Kutch I'm talking. I'm not talking about Gujarat. I'm properly talking about Kutch. So one of the what we might say, one of the type of mangoes of Kutch. So they are from there only, and you get a good quality of that type of mangoes from the Kutch only. So that is one of the other examples. Yes, kesar mangoes. Yes, gir kesar mangoes. Correct. So though, so this is what GI. So hope you would have understood the definition of GI, what represents GI, or if, oh yes, banana leaves also. So what it constitutes, or we might say, to have a GI tag, these are the basic requirements that we should have whenever we are producing, or whenever we are applying for the GI tags. Okay, chalo, now let's move for the benefits of GI. So what if, or what any particular product or the goods are being GI'd? Okay, so very first important aspect is it gives you the legal protection. Okay, whenever we are registering any good or any product under GI, it is what it is said as that that particular uh, product or process is having a legal protection, is having a legal protection. So what type of legal protection we might say? That it prevents the violation or the unauthorized use of that GI by the others, by the others. Okay, so violation, infringement we might say, or unauthorized use of any GI tags, any GI tags, right? Then the another important aspect is, let's say if a particular product from a small particular area, okay, is getting a GI tag, it helps what? It helps the nation's economy. How the nation's economy is been helped? By boosting the exports, by boosting the exports. So whenever we say कि भैया this particular area is having a GI tag, as we were seeing so much of GI tags, right? So if it is having a GI tag, what it helps? It helps the small businesses, the small producers, so that they can export these products out of the India. Okay, so of course it is also helping the nation to develop, right? Yes. Now let's see who all can apply for the registration. Okay, who all can apply for the registration? So any manufacturer, okay, any producer, or any authority who is established under the law, any authority who has established under the law, all this can apply. I'll come to this, I'll just finish this. All this can come under or fall under or may apply for the geographical indication or for GI tag. Okay, all then what they have to do, whenever who wants to apply for this, they have to basically make an application in writing. Okay, and along with the prescribed fee, they have to apply for the GI tag. So we all understand manufacturers, producers, very simple concepts. But what about a person who, or an association who is registered, or an authority who is registered under law? Who can they be? Who can they be? Any idea? Any guesses? We might say not even an idea. Any guesses? Who all they can be? Who all they can be? What do you think? कौन होंगे ये लोग? कौन होंगे ये authorities under the law, established under the law? Okay. Can state be so? Can state be the? Yes. Can the local representatives, or yes, state wise ministry or local authorities? Yes, local bodies. Can local bodies also fall under this authorities which are established by law? Yes. So do no. Okay. Nancy is saying no. Why? Any governmental body? Yeah, Ridhima. Yeah, Ridhima. Ridhima, you are saying something? Ridhima, you are saying something? Mistakenly. No problem. No problem. Okay. हाँ या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट तो हो ही गया, नो डाउट स्टेट इज गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट देम ओनली, बट एनी सच गवर्नमेंटल बॉडी, लोकल गवर्नमेंटल बॉडी who has that product in their territory or in that origin can also fall under the authorities which have been established under law. Yeah, yeah, okay, yes. So have we understood who all can apply for the GI tag? Okay, chalo, now let's move ahead to the next. So how does this registration will help any applicant? Okay, how this registration will help? So we all know registration is always not compulsory. It's optional. But do you think this registration helps any applicant? So yes, the registration helps the applicant. Why and how? We have seen already, it gives a legal protection to the owner or to the applicant, so that the registered GI tag is not being used by any other person, is not used by any other person. When we say any other person, means what? The people who don't have the GI tag or who are not authorized to use this registered GI tag. Okay, so yes, registration helps the applicant. So when we say registration, so always remember this registration has a particular term or validity. Benefits are there for GI tags. We will come to that point also. We will come. Okay. Yes. So yes. So every GI tag has a, sorry, not GI tag. Let's say every registration has a particular term or a particular validity. Okay. So what is that validity? Once any applicant or any person who is applying for the GI tag for a particular product or a good, and that particular good or product is received the GI registration, or they have received the registration or received the GI tag, that is for the term of 10 years. Okay, the validity of that certificate or that registration is for the 10 years. And then a particular applicant can basically, what we might say, renew this registration. If in case by any chance you are not, the person who has the GI tag is not able to renew the registration, then what will happen? The GI tag will get refused or get abandoned, because you need to renew, you need to keep on renewing that particular registration or particular GI tag. Okay, are we clear? So what is the term of registration? Once you have received the registration or you have received the GI tag for a particular product or a good, what is the validity of that registration or that certificate or that GI tag? For how many years it is? Can anyone tell me for how many years it is?
10
10
years.
years.
Yes, it is for 10 years. Yes, for using that particular product. Yes, yes, they have to. They have to. Yes. Okay, chalo. Now let's move on to the what type of goods or products can be GI tagged. What type of fruit? So there are classes also. We will come to that also. Okay. So actually there is a lot to be covered, and we have a very crunch time. Within an hour we have to complete it. So I'm so sorry if I'm little faster. Okay. Chalo. So what are the types of goods or products that we need to get GI? So they are agricultural goods. We all know those. Then there are natural goods, manufactured goods. Then any handicraft or any food stuff. Industries that cover the handicrafts and industries that cover foodstuffs also. Okay. Okay. So these are the products that are covered for the GI tag. Then we have seen. Can anyone tell me what are the requirements or what are the essential things before going to GI? So let's say if I want to register a GI, what are the important pointers that we need to keep in mind before applying the GI? Yes, very important pointer. Can anyone tell me what is that important pointer? If any person or association or authority wants to make an application of GI, what is the important pointer we might say? Okay, the product. Okay, okay, then
Origin.
yes, 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 origin. That any product or good should possess or should have the characteristics, the attributes of that particular origin or particular territory or that particular area. Only and only, not copied anywhere. Exactly. So only and only when these qualities or these requirements are fulfilled, only and only that time we can make an application for GI registration, or we might say this is the requirements for making an application. Okay, chalo. Then let's see what is the necessity or why we require to make a GI tag. Okay, so the very, I think benefits I have already discussed, but stick we will again come to that. No problem. Okay, so very first important benefit of or necessity so that to have a GI indication is basically what it happens now. So there is a niche market sometimes, and it so what is niche market? What is a niche market? We were talking about booming the exports. So niche market is something which is, we might say, captivating a particular specific type of product or particular type or category of consumer buyer basically. Okay, that is known as a niche market, focusing on particular thing. So what happens now, if we are having a GI tag? Okay, it allows the producers or the persons who have had the GI tag so that they can get a recognition. So once they get a recognition, they get a proper. So जब हम सोलापुरी चादर बोल रहे थे, so it is a niche market, so it is from the small sector that it has come up, and now this the particular product. So whenever we say we want to buy the chadars, or we want to buy those blankets, we usually talk about solapuri chadars only and nothing else. So yes, so this is what the recognition they get through the GI. Very small. Yes, so there were many of the GI tags that even I was not aware of, that you have given an example to me. Yes, so what happens, this GI tag gives the recognition to all the different types of producers, okay, so that they are able to sell them at a very premium. So हम केशर लेते ही हैं, कश्मीर जाते हैं तो does it happen that we do not go to Kashmir and we do not buy the saffron? No, it doesn't happen. I even bought the kava from there, the powder of the kava. Even I have bought that also from there. Yes, so it gives a premium prication or premium segment to sell. To sell. Okay. So that is important, why you should get a GI tag. Now let's talk about GI tag, that is geographical indication and trademark. So one of the act that we were talking about is Trademarks Act. Again, trademark is very vast. I cannot cover exactly what the trademark is. But trademark, always remember, is only about a particular company. Okay? It talks about only a particular company, about a particular company. But they are very much similar because both of them talks about the product or the goods. Product or the goods. But what happens in case of trademark is, trademark of that product or good that belongs to a particular company. That belongs to a particular company. Okay. So just do it. Can you tell me the slogan is of which company? Just do it. Do anyone remember? Oh, so sorry. Nike. Yes. Yes. So now, no, it's Nike. Okay. So now that slogan is a trademark. Okay, that slogan is a trademark, but that belongs to what? A particular company only. A particular company only. And when we are talking about GI now, what is GI? GI will be for all the producers. GI will be for the all the producers. But what will be the main differentiation point is that product belongs to the origin and not to the company. Any particular company. It does not belong to any particular company, but it belongs to the region or the territory. And in case of trademark, it belongs to a particular company. The main difference. And when we say a particular region or a territory means what? GIs are attached to the location. GIs are attached to the location. Whereas trademark is not attached to the location because company may differ from place to place, from locations to locations. So location is not the concern in case of trademark, whereas the location is a concern in case of GI. The big differentiation point for GI and the trademark. Okay, so in India, the act that governs a GI is Geographical Indication of Goods, Registration and Protection Act 1999 and Rule 2001. Okay, the central government has established the jurisdiction given to the registry in Chennai. Okay, so the office of Chennai, the office of GI is at Chennai location. Okay, it is an overall India jurisdiction. The Chennai office is having the overall Indian Indian jurisdiction. Okay, so now let's come up to the various acts and agreements which are being implemented internationally in case of IPR. Okay, so there are several acts that are being covered. One was Paris Convention, protection of industrial policies in 1883. Then Lisbon Agreement was been there. But in case of trademark and in case of geographical origin, the important agreement that was being made, that is the TRIPS agreement. That agreement is known as TRIPS agreement, that is trade related aspects of intellectual property. TRIPS. Okay, in this TRIPS agreements there were various sections and articles made for the protection of GI and in basic intellectual property also, and trademark also. But for the GI there are three articles talking about especially about the protection of geographical indications. Okay, so article 22 to 24, article 22 to 24 just covers for geographical indications. Okay, just covers for the geographical indications. So what the article 22 talks about? Okay, article 22 talks about that any member of any country, any member of any country should not mislead or misrepresent to the public about the GI tax. Should not mislead or misrepresent about sorry, about the GI tag. What means that is that any country cannot say this belongs to us. They cannot mislead the public saying that the very, so this, it is in case of country, but basmati rice is a very good example for this. Turmeric is very good example of this. Again, a very good example is our lag bangles that we were discussing right now. We were misleading or we were in under the impression that कि GI belongs, or sorry, this lag bangles GI tag belongs to Rajasthan, whereas it is not. Whereas it is not. So that's why any member of any country should not mislead or misrepresent the public in case of false GI tags, false GI tags to that country, to that particular country. Then section 23, article 23 completely talks about the protections of spirits and wines. Only spirits and wines. Okay. And article 24 is saying what? Then the article 24 is saying that if in case, as per article 23 or 22, any country is falsely representing any GI tag. Okay, they are saying falsely, they are saying okay कि ये हमारा GI tag है, बल्कि वो उनका नहीं है, किसी और country का है. Okay, if any country is falsely or misleadingly interpreting that the GI tag belongs to them, and if such country or such people are making a trademark, making an application of trademark, then such trademark should be considered as an invalid application of trademark. Should be considered as invalid application of trademark. Why, you might say, it should consider as an invalid trademark also? Why do you think? Why do you think so?
Because the originality is not get possessed.
Yes, right. Yes, so they cannot get mislead. Yes, 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 right, because the GI tag itself is falsely represented or misleaded or misinterpreted, right? Okay, chalo. Now let's see certain how to file an application of GI tag, procedural part. Okay, okay, so very first important we will see. Yes, there is yes, as well. So if any, in case if any GI is been what we might say, if any person is making an unauthorized use of GI or they're violating the GI tag, so they have an option of civil and criminal punishments. Okay, in case of civil, there is an compensation as well as injunction, and in case of criminal liability, the person is being imprisoned as well as the fine. Both is being awarded to the person who might file for the infringement or violation or unauthorized use of GI. Okay, civil and criminal, both the remedies are available. Okay, chalo. Okay, now let's quickly see the steps that are being involved in application of GI tag. The very first important part is let's make or let's file an application of GI. Now, once you have filed an application of GI, there will be an examination. Okay, who will do this examination? The examiner of geographical indication registry people. Okay, and where is the registry situated? Can anyone tell me where the registry is been situated?
So, hi Samata.
Hi.
So, the head office is in Bombay, and I believe the for GI it is Chennai.
Chennai, right? We have just gone through. Yes, the overall jurisdiction is given to Chennai. By whom it is given? It is given by central government.
By the center.
Yes, yes. Okay. Chalo, let's move on. Yes, okay, chalo. So the registry will examine the particular application. So in the examination, there will be two options that will be occurring. The very first option will be while going through the application, the examiner may not file anything wrong or anything objectionable. Anything wrong or anything objectionable. So what wrong and objectionable, we will come to that part. That is in second option. So that examiner is not finding any objectionable or any other thing in your application, then that application will directly get accepted. That application will directly get accepted. Once this application is accepted, it will be published in journal. That journal is GI journal. It is known as geographical geographical indication journal. Okay, once it has been published in journal, again there are two options available. Again there are two options available. So let's say, then we will come to that part next. Then first let's go to the examination part. So the first option was it will directly get accepted. Okay, while after the examination of the application, it will directly get accepted. But let's say it is not directly get accepted. If they feel the requirements are not complete, then what will happen? The examiner will raise an objection. The examiner will raise an objection. Once the examiner raises the objection, he will send you the objection letter to which we have to to which we have to reply. Once the reply is been submitted by the applicant, then the particular matter will be kept for the hearing purpose. The particular matter will be kept for the hearing purpose. So let's say this hearing will be on one-on-one basis. What do you mean by one-on-one basis? Is the examiner of the GI and the applicant. Okay, the hearing will held between the examiner and the GI person only. This will happen when there is an objection raised. When there is an objection raised. Okay, so once the hearing is being done, and let's say you are able to convince them that the objection raised by the examiner is not proper, then they might accept your application. They might accept your application. And let's say they are not convinced enough. They are not convinced enough. In that scenario, they will refuse the GI tag application. They will refuse to GI tag application. And let's say if the applicant feels that they are not being heard properly, they might appeal such hearing to the IPAB, that is Intellectual Property Appellate Board. Okay, So this is the basic formation of objection. Now let's say if you know in the case of hearing, you are able to convince, you are able to convince that the objection is not proper, then what will happen? Your tag will get accepted. Your tag will get accepted. Now you have come, or you have reached to a point of acceptance of the application. And this acceptance, now again there are two options. Now again there are two options. The very first option is it will be published in journal. Once the application is published in journal, okay, now what will happen? That particular application, whether it receives any opposition, whether it receives any opposition, then it will follow that part. But let's say if the particular application after publication in journal of GI does not receive any opposition, does not receive any opposition, so let me tell you, this opposition will be by the third party. How the third party will oppose? Because it is published in journal. It is published in journal. Okay, journal means what? Publication means what? Known to the public. Known to the public. So once it is done, and if they are not receiving any opposition, then the particular application will get registered and it will get GI tag and it will be issued with the registration certificate. Simple one. Let's say what if it happens there is an opposition. So opposition is received by the third party. So let's say if any third party is opposing it. So once the party is opposing it, okay, such will be gone to the GI registry. They will send the notice to GI registry. Such notice will also be sent to the applicant. Once such notice is sent to the applicant, what applicant is required to do? They have to file the reply for that such opposition. Once the reply is been filed, there will be an hearing between the third party, between the GI applicant and the examiner. Again the same process. Let's say if you are able to convince that the opposition made by the party is not correct, what will happen? First, what will happen? Anyone? What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? It will get, no, it will get registered. It is already accepted, that's why it is opposed, right? It is already accepted, that's why it is opposed. It will get registered. Okay, then let's say if it is not allowed, or your hearing is not accepted, then what will happen with, and let's say the examiner is convinced the opposition is a proper opposition, then what will happen with your application? What will happen with your application?
Get cancelled.
Yes, it will get refused. It will get refused, and you always have, yes, you will always have an option of going to any aggrieved party. I might say if my application is rejected or opposition is rejected, we might say any aggrieved party can go to IPAB any point of time. Okay, so now let's come that there is registration certificate issued, or the application is getting GI tag, it is registered. What will happen once you get the registered registration certificate? There is a part A that is known as authorized dealer. In that, all the there is a particular A, sorry, that is part B, authorized dealer. Part A will contain all the requirements or the particulars that are being given under registration of GI. Then there is a part B, which will have a details of authorized registration person. So under whose name the GI tag is been provided. Okay, so that is part B. I'll show you what is part A as well as I'll show you what is part B. Just give me a moment. Yes, so this is the application form of GI registration form, and this is what authorized user is. Okay, this is the form of or application of authorized user. Okay, I'm left with very less time. Just go through this. I'll just wait a minute. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay. Yes, hope you all are able to view this. Yes. Yes, you can see everything. List of people, type of goat, specification. Then you one thing you have, it is a class. Now I will tell you what is a class or what is a type of goat. Okay. Then this is part B. Okay. Authorized user or a dealer. Okay. Okay. So there are types of product or the representations or they are classified how, because in the form you can see there is written a type of good. So how the types are being classified or how they are being said. So whenever we talk about handicrafts, the examples, good examples of handicrafts can be Madhuban paintings, Mysore silk saris, and Mysore silks and everything. Then food, yes, there is a classification that is known as food. Then there is wine and spirits or drinks. Then it is classified as an agricultural products. Then it is classified as an agricultural products. And then there are various applications under GI. There are various applications under GI. So what are the classification? Classifications are handicraft, food, wine drinks, and agricultural products. Okay. Then what are the several types of applications under GI? The very first application is known as an ordinary application, basic application for making an GI tag, okay, for GI registration. Then there is a convention application. What happens in this convention application is, let's say if a particular application is already registered or is already having a GI tag of a other country, completely another country, okay, then in such scenario if they want to sell or if they want to export, then and they want to register here also, then such application will be known as a convention application. Then there is a single class application. Then there is a single class application. What we mean by single class application, we have seen the various classes or classification right now. Yes, it is, let's say if a particular class, let's say if a particular product is belonging to a particular class, and let's say we say an handicraft, okay, then if we are making only an handicraft application, it will be known as, it will be known as single class application. It will be known as single class application. What is multi class application? It covers to the multiple classes. So let's say classes in the sense, let's say we are making handicraft and food item together, or handicraft and a particular manufactured product together. So that will be known as a multi-class applications, multi-class application. Then we have various cases actually. So the very important case law that we everyone know is a basmati rice case. Yes, we all know about this basmati rice case. What happened in basmati rice? Yes, an American company, okay, one of the American company basically, okay, okay, so sorry, we'll take just 2 minutes more. I'll just explain certain cases to you. Yes, in case of basmati rice, there was an American company who was granted with a patent, okay, uh, with an aromatic rice that is grown outside India, which is known as basmati rice. So basically ये सब important नहीं है, उन्होंने क्या किया, बासमती राइस को अपना खुद का प्रोडक्ट बताया, and they basically made an application of patent with whom, the US company. What happened then? Indian exporters said that we are the main cultivators as well as the exporters of this basmati rice, this basmati rice, and this is being exported to the various country by India. Okay, I'm just giving you the brief. Actually, the cases are very big cases and very important cases also, but due to time constraints, I'm not able to cover everything in this. Okay, so so they said we are the original cultivators of this rice, so you cannot give the patent to that particular country. And it was established that yes, it is grown in India. And yes, still there are many cases with UK also. Now we are fighting for this. Okay, we are fighting for you with UK, that whose basmati rice, kiska basmati rice hai exactly. Okay, so we are still fighting with them, but with the US it has been solved. And now the patent given to that particular US company is been rejected by the US patent office. Okay, this was in case of basmati rice. Because so this was the one of the important case law. Then second one was in case of turmeric. Okay, in case of turmeric, so there was a medical center in Mississippi who gave a patent to turmeric at them, so in their country basically, who heals the wounds. Then the Indian Council of Scientific and Industrial Research came up and opposed the US patent. Okay, this is known as a post grant opposition. We will see once we are seeing a patent. They opposed the patent, mentioning that again the turmeric is a traditionally used by the Indians. They also gave the various research papers, Sanskrit text papers, and many things which represented, which showed that how the turmeric is been used by us since ancient times, and how it was been established by us that it is an what we might say antiseptic or an healing wound, uh, what we might say a medicinal purpose. Yes, there were several major things given by the Indian Council of Scientific and Industrial Research to them. Yes, and again, the US patent upheld the objection of our council, and yes, the patent was cancelled by the US patent. Then the very famous case law, yes, we all know the Orissa and West Bengal, Rasgulla versus Rosgulla. Yes, both were fighting with each other. Kiska Rasgulla hai ye exactly? Yes. So initially, the GI tag was given to West Bengal. Initially, just a moment. Initially, yes, okay. So initially, the GI tag was given to the West Bengal person. Okay, so it was given to the state food processing and horticulture development. Okay, by the GI people. So what was the basic thing that they provided the Bengal, West Bengal, the registration or the GI tag was because it was having all the characteristics or uniqueness that was required. Okay, that was required by the applicant. So the West Bengal people were given the GI tag, and the Orissa people raised the objection. So when I'm talking about people, means not people but the authorities. Okay, the authorities raised the objection, and they said that it is the actually. So they were claiming the dish is originated in Odisha. However, this was not been accepted. The arguments were not been accepted, and the objection was not again accepted by the GI register, and the application was non maintainable. The application was not maintainable. But then what happened in 2018 on the behalf of the state Orissa, the Small Industrial Corporations Limited and the Mishtan Bhandars came together, and again they filed a case. Again they filed an application, not a case, I'm so sorry. Again they filed an application. So in July 2019, again they were being given the GI tag. Now the West Bengal Rasgulla as well as the Rasgulla, both Odisha Rasgulla, both of them are having the GI tags. Now you will say both are having, product is the same, but what they are saying for the West Bengal, that it originated there. And for what we say, for this Odisha, what they are saying is that it is having a different characteristics, different color, different taste, different texture to that of West Bengal. That's why now they are being divided as a Bengal Rasgulla and Odisha Rasgulla. Yes, that's all for the session. uh I'm sorry if I would have been little faster, and if I could have been given you a little insight or little inputs in case of GI. Hope you all would have understood what is GI and the various aspects of GI. Yes, any questions? And if I'm extremely sorry if I was little fast. Thank you so much, Nandini. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tejas. Hope it was helpful to you all. Okay. So any questions? Hope you all are at least clear with the concept of GI. That is my main actually thing that I wanted to put forward. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so shall I conclude the session? You may, I'll just end the session. You may wait, because Ria would want to give you certain inputs also. Okay. Thank you so much for attending the session. Yes, thank you, and hope to see you all in the IPR sessions. Yes. Okay. Chalo, bye. Thank you. Thank you. Happy weekend to everyone. Thank you for attending the session, and thank you for tolerating me. Bye. Take care. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye.